I'm going to be telling you about the craziest school lockdown experience that I've ever been through. Now, this might be the craziest school lockdown story you might ever hear, because usually, like, school lockdowns, like, they don't really take place at the school. Well, that was so stupid. Usually the reason why schools go on lockdown is something that goes on around the school, like there's some type of crime going on around the school, and it's not the reason isn't usually directly at the school, like on the campus. But this time something happened on campus. All right, if this is your first time seeing one of my videos on your screen, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below, because I'm gonna be bringing you guys some insane videos, like stories like this, Walmart pranks, and it's gonna be hilarious, and it's gonna be so much fun. And I also do shoutouts, so if you want to know how to get one, I'll be explaining that later in the video. But we're really gonna get into this story right now, okay? I recently found out that I live in one of the most dangerous areas in California, so I'm really not surprised that stuff like this happens, okay? So we're just gonna jump right into the story right now, because this is actually crazy. Like, it's hella crazy. So I wake up, I don't really like enjoy school, as people would say. I don't like the whole thing of it. So I wake up and I go to first period. The classes are like an hour and a half long, each class. So we all have 7 classes, but they're on different days. So on Tuesday, and this happened on a Tuesday, we had classes, we had like 1, 3, 5, and 7. So, but each of those classes were an hour and a half long. So we have less classes on certain days, but they make the classes longer, if that makes any sense. So, I go to first period, I'm like really fucking bored. So I just daydream. I'm just daydreaming in first period, because obviously you can't, like, they don't let you go on your phones while the teacher's teaching or anything. Sometimes I'll like sneak on the phone and play some 8-ball pool, and I'm just trying to pass the time. So I go to next period, which is third period, and the class is still an hour and a half long. So, I'm just sitting there, doing some stupid ass work. All of a sudden, like an hour goes by. So an hour goes by, and I'm just sitting there just doing work, just waiting for the period to end so I can go to lunch and just hang out with my friends, right? Half an hour before we're supposed to go to lunch, half an hour before the class ends, someone goes over the announcements and they're like,
hey, we're gonna go on a lockdown.
Teachers don't open your doors and put those, because they have covers for the windows on the door, so they told the teachers to put covers on the windows, so if anyone was in there, no one could see us in the classroom, right? So we're like, God fucking damn it, bro. So now everyone has to stay in the classroom for lunch, because, like, obviously you're on a lockdown, right? And here's the thing that, like, I don't really get about lockdowns, okay? So when you go on a lockdown, they tell you be quiet so they don't know you're in there. But if you think about it, they're obviously gonna know you're in there in the first place, right? It's like a Tuesday, and it's like 10 in the morning. Like, where else would you be? Like, you could be quiet all you want, but that's not gonna take away the fact that, there's like a 95% chance that you're in there. If the person doesn't know you're in there, they still might try to break in there, because where could everyone be on a Tuesday at 10 a.m. on a school day? Anyways, back on track. I don't really talk to anybody in that class, so I'm in there, I'm just playing on my phone. Oh, so I text my parents that we're in a lockdown, and they call the school, and the school, like, I don't think the school answered, I think. So after that, I'm like, hey, can you pick me up early? I really don't want to fucking be here. So I ended up leaving early, and my mom, she was like trying to talk to the people in the office about like what was going on. I already knew what happened, okay, at this point, okay? So basically, I kept hearing from people in my class that some kid brought a gun, okay? Some kid brought a gun to school, and it was like in his backpack, and that he like flashed it on someone or some shit. So like, those were just rumors. I didn't know it was actually true yet. So that's what I just kept hearing from everybody. That was the only thing. Like, everybody was saying that some kid brought a gun to school. Apparently the people that work at my school were texting some people that my parents knew and saying that someone brought a gun to school. The people that work at my school were telling different people different things, or they just say that they don't know. So they were basically kind of like lying out of their asses at that point. My mom goes into the office. She tries to ask them like why they went on lockdown. And the lady in the office, bro, she was fucking lying out of her. She was like, oh, I don't know. I like texted my mom, told her that I thought some kid brought a gun to school, and that's most likely what happened. My mom asked the person in the office, she was like, hey, so did you guys find the kid that brought the gun to school? The lady in the office was like,
oh yeah, nobody got hurt.
What the fuck? Like, how are you gonna lie to someone about someone bringing a gun to school and it's their kid, bro? Like, that's kind of crazy. Like, some kid brought a gun to school, and then schools try to make it out to be like they're like one of the safest places you can be, yet they're lying to parents about some kid bringing a gun to school. How is that supposed to work out? You're a fucking liar, right? So everyone in the office is like trying to get their kids early, and everyone's still trying to ask them like what was going on and stuff. They'd either say like, I don't know, or everyone was okay. Like, they wouldn't say the reason unless you brought it up to them first. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. I left early, and apparently it went on the news, bro. Like, this shit was huge. Like, it went all over the news. So I looked it up, and there was like 3 like news stations that covered this thing. They were saying that the kid brought the gun to school, but they didn't know why. It was actually insane, bro. But the fact they were just lying about that just like kind of blew my mind. So the next day after that, I went back to school, which was on Wednesday, and I hang out with my friend in one of those classes. I'm pretty sure something else happened that day too. We were talking about how like the kid brought the gun to school, and that he said his friend's friend was the kid that brought the gun to school, and he was gonna use it in a fight after school. How are you gonna bring a gun to a fight? Like, come on now. You're actually gonna bring a gun to a fight and bring it at school and then actually flash it at someone at school? Like, if you're gonna have a gun on you, make it not known. Like, I don't get how someone is gonna bring a gun to a fight, because isn't a fight supposed to be with no weapons, just you and another person fighting each other? The kid got caught because he flashed it on someone, and then someone told the office that he had a gun, and yeah, that's how he got caught. Why would you even do that? Like, if you're gonna bring a gun, don't make it known. Like, why are you gonna make it known like that? And why are you gonna bring a gun to a fight? You're kind of a if you're gonna bring a gun to a fight. On the same day when me and my friend were talking about it, there was literally a helicopter flying around the school for the whole class period, pretty much, maybe for like an hour. Like, this helicopter looked like it was looking for somebody. Like, it was literally flying around the school for an hour, and this thing was so fucking low. Like, usually helicopters are flying hella high, or you know, when they're looking for somebody, they'll fly really low, right? This helicopter was flying so low, just around the school. I'm almost 100% sure that something happened on that day too. A couple of weeks after that, okay, I think this was like a week or 2 after that, someone found another gun at school, bro. Like, someone found another gun laying around at school. Like, it was just laying around. I think it was unloaded, but it was just fucking laying around. Like, who goes to school and just randomly finds a fucking gun laying around? You go to class, and you know, you just go to sit down, you look to your left on the floor, and you're like, hey, I found a fucking gun. You just see a fucking gun laying there. Like, what? So much for schools, you know, claiming to be safe, right? Yeah, don't trust schools for your safety, because most schools don't know what they're doing when it comes to like keeping you safe or anything like that. But anyways, that's basically it. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to you right here. If you want to get a shout out, all you have to do is drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and leave a comment down below. Let me know once you did. I'm gonna have some banger videos out really soon, okay? So make sure to stay tuned for those. Make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications, because you don't want to miss those. Like, you really don't want to miss those. Comment down below what you think of the story. If you have any other crazy stories like this, comment down below. If you have any like lockdown experiences. And yeah, hope you're having a great day. I appreciate you.
Like just dreams, turn them to reality. Double cup of lean, standing on my balcony, looking at the sky, thinking it could all be mine. All we got is memories, so what the fuck is time?